Good. You still got one scholarship sitting out there for next year. What are your guys' plans with that?
Well, we have some flexibility. We're looking at a number of options. You always look at some, high school guys this time of year, that maybe some guys that are left that haven't either been recruited or fell through the cracks, or maybe late qualifiers. You also look at some junior college transfers this late. You always, you're a little bit handicapped because you don't get a chance to get out and see them play. But there's some guys out there that you know of and that maybe you've seen play during the year. And then also four-year transfers, guys that transfer from other Division I schools, or guys that may be transferring up from Division II. Right now we're looking at a little bit of everything. We're looking at some high school guys, some junior college players, but also some transfers. And we've been in the mix with some talented guys who we like, and it's important. The fit is so important. Just talking about transfers, there have been over 400 Division I transfers this year, 400. And that just tells me that, for one, from the student-athlete side, recruit side, either they're choosing the school for the wrong reasons, or just the patience piece. You got to be patient sometimes. They get impatient. And you got to choose a school for the right reason. You got to have a great relationship with the coaching staff, and you also have to like the school. It can't just be a basketball decision. Now, basketball is important because a lot of these guys are leaving because they haven't played. But you got to like the school, and that makes you stay better. So, for us, when we recruit, we've been blessed. Our guys, they enjoy Bowling Green State University. They want to get their degree from here. And, they enjoy the family atmosphere. And basketball is a big part of their life, is important, and they want to be the best they can be, and they want to win championships, but they want to do it in a family environment. And that's what we preach, and I think it makes a difference. I think that's one of the reasons why, guys want to stay here. They want to be here, and that's important. And as a college coach, you have to get to know the players that you're recruiting. You have to get to know them. You can't be a lot of guesswork involved, and you got to know that this is the right fit for your program, and the right fit for them. Sometimes the best answer is thanks but no thanks. It's not right for everybody. And I think that's why you have so many young people transferring today, is they're making choices for the wrong reason.
Great. Let's change directions just a little bit. Let's talk about your schedule for next year. I know you still got games to finalize, and we're not completely done yet, and some things could even switch between now and then that we think are finalized. But let's go through a little bit of your non-conference schedule, what you know of at this point.
Well, we'll get into the preseason NIT early. That's probably other than our opening game, which generally we may open up with a Division II game in our schedule. We're going to play in the preseason NIT, and they do that kind of in pods around the country. We'll be at Michigan, University of Michigan. We'll be playing 2 games there to start, and then everything else will be dictated by how many games you win there. Whether ultimately you want to end up in New York. You want to play in Madison Square Garden. You want to be in the Final Four of the NIT. Get on national TV and just get a chance to play in a place that I played in many times and coached many times, and no place like the Garden. But after that, you get 2 more games after that, at least 2 more games after that. You get home games at your home gym, or you may have to go on the road somewhere else. So it all is predicated on what you do early, and our first 2 games are at the University of Michigan.
So unlike the tournaments we played in the last couple of years, where it was really just kind of 3 games, right, that kind of thing, this is one of those tournaments where if you win, you can move on, right, and you can go to Madison Square Garden.
And end up in Madison Square Garden. So that's ultimately our goal, and that's what we want to do, 1 game at a time. So in our non-conference, You know, we play really as normal, a challenging non-conference schedule. We play Michigan State. We play them right before Christmas, I think around the 20th of December. And, you know, we played 2 games there, and now they return the 3rd game here. So that'll be a really exciting game for us. Looking forward to it. They played the NCAA tournament last year, and they're perennial guys in the tournament. So that'll be great for our fans. University of Detroit, we played them last year, and they come back this year. They won the Horizon last year, and they played the NCAA tournament. So we have a home game with them. We also have Youngstown State from the Horizon. We have Wright State from that same league. So really teams with a local flavor that people will be familiar with their players and vice versa. So those games should be you know, competitive and games that are good for the fans. And then we go on the road, and you know, we have some competitive games on the road. We go to University of South Florida in Tampa. We'll play them right before the Christmas break, and their NCAA tournament team from last year, and their coach, he was a former assistant here at Bowling Green. So that'll be a very competitive game. And then Temple University, which probably was our biggest home win last year, non-conference. You know, it was a great game for us, a great win. We returned the game to Temple actually on New Year's Eve, December 31st. So, you know, we're looking to add 1 or 2 more games. They will be done, a home game and possibly another road game. So, you know, scheduling is always, it's important. It's a challenge, but it's something that our guys are excited about. And for us, it's all in preparation to win a MAC championship and get yourself in position for postseason play. So, you know, we're looking forward to the challenge of our schedule next year.
Speaking of the MAC, I think they're going to an 18-game conference schedule. Is that this upcoming year?
2 years.
2 years from now. Any thoughts on going to 18 games?
Well, you know what? It's you know, the MAC is always a conference. Is always a war. You know, and it's super competitive. 18-game schedule gives you 1 more home game. Scheduling in general is not an easy thing to do. So you got, you know, 2 more games, 2 less games you have to worry about. But I think overall, it'll just add to the excitement of the conference and add to the competitiveness. And I think the biggest challenge is just to determine who plays who, and you know, won't be like it was like it is this year, where you play your side 5 times and you play your East games, and you turn around and play 6 games in the West, and you turn around and play 5 games back in the East. So that's your total of 16. It won't be that structured. So, you know, I'm sure we'll play Toledo and our rival schools, but how they break it up and set things up, I'm not sure how that's going to work.
Sure. One last transition before we close this out. This summer, I know you don't get to have a ton of contact with your players and returners, and I know there's a lot of limits and that kind of thing. But ideally, you know, what are the guys doing over the summer, and how are they preparing for the fall?
Well, you know, it's exciting. The NCAA has incorporated some rule changes. You know, they've allowed you to have more contact with your student athletes. So this is the first summer. If you meet the criteria, whether your guys are in summer school or they have a certain amount of credits in GPA, you get 8 weeks of 2 hours a week workouts, either with the whole group, or you can work out with groups of 4 or 3, however you want to split it up. But you get 8 weeks of that. And the only criteria are if you're in summer school, or if you're not in summer school, you have to have a certain GPA and you have to have a certain amount of credits based on your academic standing, whether you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. So this is something new, but I think it's great because it allows you the opportunity to coach your guys and stay hands-on and help improve them, communicate with them more, and just be around them. And then you also have your strength and condition, which you can kind of mandate more within that 8-hour window a week for that 8-week period. So that's good, because in the past you couldn't even go in the weight room. You couldn't really mandate that or Basically it was a voluntary thing that the guys would do. So you can be even more hands-on now.
Good. All right, Coach, thanks for taking some time with us.
All right, thanks. God bless, and go Falcons.